Yo guys, welcome back to this new video. In this video I will tell you how to make a flashlight. This is a advanced flashlight. It will be a huge aspect in your horror game. So it is important that the flashlight is advanced in a way that you can, for example, add batteries to it and everything. So let's get right to it. So I am just gonna get a mesh for a flashlight real quick. So I like this one, for example. I'll just use this one. Now I will also show you how to add a tool into this and everything. So what you do is insert a tool into workspace, call it flashlight. Inside the flashlight we are putting the flashlight. We are gonna call it handle. There we go. Then you inside the handle, we of course need. No, wait. We first have to weld it into the. So if we go to scale, let's scale it down a bit because this is way too big for the humanoid right now. So let's add the humanoid real quick, and let's a little bit bigger maybe, like so. Yeah, perfect. So if I'm right, if I go to, you won't be able to see this, but I will show you what plugin you need to download. So if you, let me real quick. Okay, there we go. You go to View, Toolbox, Plugins, Tool, Grip, Editor. Oh, Tool Grip. Maybe then you will find it. Yeah, it's this one. Or this one. You can use both. Anyway, once you once you have the plugin installed, you'll see it in your plugin section. Then select Tool Grip Editor, and then and as you can see right here, we can now edit the way we see the tool. So first let's rotate it, like so. Now you will hold the flashlight like this. Let's put it a little bit more to the right, because then you actually see more of the flashlight. Let's put it a little bit in the front. Let's go. That's perfect. Okay, so we can remove the dummy. And what is important is your handle. It needs to be chemical light off, and short needs to be off. So let's see. Yeah, it's off. Okay. Put it in your starter pack, and let's test it out real quick. There we go. I can hold the flashlight and I can walk with it. Everything. Okay, perfect. Now let's start scripting. So first, inside the flashlight, let's add a sound, and this is gonna be your sound that it makes for if you click to turn it on or off. So I have the sound ID right here. You can copy and paste it if you want. If you can't find any better ones, then of course we need a light. So let's put it in workspace again, handle, and insert a part. There we go. Now I like to copy the position to the flashlight. Let's go. And then just make it kinda like this. So it's at the front of the flashlight. Then of course transparency, chemical light off, and short off. And then we are gonna weld it. There's also a what is it called? A plugin for that, if I'm right. So but you can actually do it easier. So in handle, do insert object and do weld constraint. Then part 0, you do the handle of the flashlight, and part 1, the part that you just added, what is gonna be the light. So let's also call it light. There we go. And insert a script and two spotlights. So the first one, spotlight. There we go. And then the first spotlight, just copy these values. Let's first of all, as you can see right now, it's pointing that way, but we want it to point that way. So let's first get the right angle. In this case it is called phase. There we go. So 45, 4, and then this one, and then right 16 shadows. There we go, perfect. Let's at the second one, call it 2, spotlight 2. And then 36 for white, 6 shadow is on at this one. So yeah, perfect. Okay. Now in the script we will call it energy. Energy like that. And now all you have to type in here is local settings is require script.parent .parent.settings, what we will create soon. And then while wait do now script.parent .spotlight .range is script.parent .battery .value script.parent .spotlight 2 .range is script.parent battery .value and then the last line is script .parent .transparency is minus script .parent .battery .value /100 and then +1. Perfect. This is it for energy. So now let's add a remote event into the handle. No, in Flashlight, I mean. A remote event. There we go. Just leave it remote event and then add a module script inside the Flashlight module script. And here you can basically store settings. So let's change this to settings. So this script will be very important. In this script you can basically change everything for the flashlight. So you can change the range 60. You could change the angle for the there we go. The brightness, what is also very important. Color is color 3 from and then 230 to 34 and 206. So of course you have to change these settings in the way that your game works, because mine is really pointed in an angle that it is like very nearby. But say you have a for example a forest game, you want the flashlight to be brighter and it can shine further away, so that is very important that you change the values of your flashlight to your game. 0.02. Okay, these are all the settings you can change. These will be very important. Basically that means that we need, there we go. Don't forget these ones. Yeah, so basically we are gonna add the battery into your game, so that you actually have to collect batteries to recharge your flashlight, what will be very cool. So now I will add a flashlight GUI that I already created. I will show you step for step so you can create it yourself. So I basically created this easy frame. Inside this frame, let's recreate that script later. I put a object value with nothing in the value. So just do this and then object value and then call this flashlight. Then I have a frame called battery, what is just the outside frame. You don't have to do that. What is important is the warning over here. And then just turn everything off, so visibility off, and then percent I called it right now. That is very important. Name it also percent, and just do text 100%, and then of course make it visible. So now let's add a local script. There we go, and then do game.get surface run surface .render stepped.connect function, and then open close. Oh, there we go. Local flashlight is script.parent flashlight .value. Local settings is require flashlight GUI.settings. Okay, let's first put this GUI back to Flashlight. Call it Flashlight GUI, and inside Flashlight you put all the things. Very important. And then if settings dot battery waste is true, then script.parent dot enabled is true. So in this module script that we are gonna call settings real quick, you can turn this one off, and if this is off, then your flashlight will be always on, so it won't go down because the battery is just unlimited. So if you don't want a battery, just turn that off in the settings. Parent.enabled is false. Script.parent.person.text. Oh. No, text, there we go. ToString mat.floor flashlight, and then battery.value plus 0.5, and then dot, and then this there. So this will basically write down the battery value each time, and then it will add a percentage at the end of the number. And then if flashlight dot battery dot value minus 10, then script.parent dot warning dot visible is true. Else script.parent dot warning dot visible is false. Okay, so that is it for that GUI. Now let's add another local script. Call it remote. There we go. And inside this remote, we are gonna do local player is game.local. Players.local player. Players.local player. Script.parent.activated.connect function. And then script.parent.remote event.fire server. So basically, it is searching for this remote event. So when we activate this remote event, it is basically you can activate this and then something will happen basically. So when this remote event gets activated, then do something. What we are gonna script right now. So script.parent.equip.connect function. Local GUI is script.parent.flashlight GUI.clone GUI.parent is player.player GUI. Script.parent.unequiped connect function. And there we go. And then all you have to do is GUI.parent is nil. Perfect. So as you can see, there are a lot of small scripts. Now let's add a number value. And call it battery. And do this 100. So this is the value of your batteries. So now let's add the function. This will be the biggest script. So just a normal script, and then call it function. There we go. It will be a lot of copy pasting. So is false. Local settings, capital settings is require. Script.parent.settings. And then functions setup, open and close, script.parent.handle.light.spotlight.angle is settings.angle. Okay, now you can just copy paste this. Let's copy paste it 4 times I mean. And then all you have to do is change this to range, change this to color, and change this to brightness. Then again setup, open and close, script.parent, remote event.onServer event connect function. There we go. And then all you have to do is if on is this false, then on is true. Script.parent.handle.switch off.transparency is 1. Let's see. Yeah, so we need a switch on and switch off button. I think that is actually something that is pretty cool to add. So yeah, let's do that real quick. So when I think of a turn on and turn off button, let's see, can it do something? Yeah, so what we can do, so at a round part, this of course is different in each model of your flashlight, so just change it to whatever you can or want to change it in. So do position the same, and I just want it to be exactly on the button, like there. Almost 0.5. I like to make it neon. No, wait, smooth plastic. And then just red. And then we're going to turn it to green when it is hard. So let's also add a let's put it in here, and let's duplicate it, and let's turn this one green. Green, like so. This is switch on, and this is switch off. Oop. Off, there we go. Now let's hide the transparency of switch off. Let's copy them both and do can collide off. There we go. Now add 2 more weld constraint, and then handle. Oh no, handle to switch off, and then handle to switch on. To add them to this model, because if you don't weld it, the parts will just fall off the flashlight. So yeah, I think that is it. So let's go back. So yeah, switch off transparency is 0. Then script apparent dot handle dot switch on. The transparency is 0. And then script apparent dot handle dot light material is enum dot material dot neon. Script apparent dot handle dot light dot spotlight dot enabled is true. Very important. Script apparent dot handle dot light dot spotlight 2 dot enabled is true. Okay. Script apparent dot handle sound play. While on do wait if settings dot battery waste is true, then wait script apparent dot parent dot value. Oh no, script apparent dot battery dot value is script apparent dot battery dot value minus settings dot battery waste amount. Script apparent dot battery value again, and then is in brackets script dot parent dot battery dot waste value minus 0 and 0, or script dot parent dot battery dot value. Then end else on is false, and then you can basically copy and paste this, and then do that to 0, that to 1, dit to glass, dit to false, and then script dot parent that this is the last bit we are gonna do in equipped connect function. On is false. Script apparent dot handle switch off. The transparency is 0. Script apparent dot handle dot switch on. The transparency is 1. We can actually copy and paste this actually. So there we go, and then yeah, that's basically it. So the last thing we are gonna do in today's video is adding the weld script. Then in the next video we are gonna actually make everything work with the batteries and everything. I will also give away those battery models, so that's pretty exciting. Local handle is tool dot handle. Local parts is package. This one. Scatter parent dot flashlight GUI dot flashlight dot value is scatter parent. Function scan part, and then P for poorly the video ended there accidentally, so here is the full script if you want to get it. So yeah, it's just basically to weld the part, so please stop the video right here if you want to copy and paste this. And now let's test it. So let's press play. Of course, put your flashlight in starter pack, and as you can see right now, we can turn it on and off. Okay, wait. First go to flashlight, go to handle, go to light, and turn this one enabled off. So at the start it will be off. There we go, and now we can enable it. And as you can see, the button turns green, and this turns into neon, what of course isn't good, because it has to be circled around the flashlight. But this is just to test it. So yeah, as you can see, it works perfect. And also the battery over here, it is going down, as you can see when I turn it on. 49, and 93, and then when we turn it off, as you can see, it won't go down at all. So yeah, and also if you unequip it, it will go away, and it will appear again at the same value. So yeah, I hope you learned something in this video, and in the next video we will learn how to make a battery, so you can actually recharge your flashlight and do basically anything with it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.